My beloved soul, pause for a moment and open your heart to this message. Heaven is stirring. Whispers are moving through unseen realms, and the words of your soulmate are no longer hidden. Their confession, pure, raw, and unstoppable, is spreading fast, and it is about you. What was once guarded in silence has now become a river flowing through hearts, conversations, dreams, and confirmations. You may not realize it yet, but the confession of love tied to your destiny has already taken wings. It is being spoken of, echoed, and multiplied in ways you cannot imagine. The one whose soul is intertwined with yours has released a truth, and heaven has chosen that it will not remain buried. The confession has begun to touch ears, stir hearts, and align circumstances. This is not gossip. This is divine revelation. God Himself is ensuring that this truth finds its way to you. Your soulmate, chosen, designed, and appointed, has reached the moment of release. They could no longer hide their heart, the emotions that weighed on them, the love that carried their spirit, and the longing that never left them has now overflowed. Their confession is like light breaking through darkness, unstoppable, radiant, undeniable. And the beauty of it is this: the entire universe seems to carry it forward, as if creation itself is testifying, "This love belongs to you." Think deeply about what this means. Many carry secrets of the heart, but when heaven decides that a secret must be revealed, nothing can contain it. When God ordains a confession, even silence breaks apart. Even fear cannot restrain it. Even distance cannot mute it. And so, your soulmate's words, whether spoken aloud, whispered in prayer, or cried in tears, have been released into the atmosphere. They are no longer hidden. Their truth has begun to travel, and people are noticing. It is spreading, not as worldly news spreads, not as idle chatter, but as destiny unfolds. The confession carries weight. It carries divine fingerprints. It is not mere human talk. It is a message stamped with heaven's approval. When others hear it, they feel its power. When others sense it, they recognize it is not ordinary. It's the confession of a love written in God's book before time began. Beloved, listen closely. This is not about flattery or temporary desire. This is about covenant. This is about eternal design. The confession that is spreading is a testimony that God has been shaping, preparing, and protecting for you. It reveals the love that has been waiting behind the curtains of time. It reveals the soul that has been searching for you, praying for you, dreaming of you. And now that confession has broken free, imagine the ripple of this moment. The one whose heart beats in rhythm with yours could not remain silent any longer. The weight of their love grew too great, and so it spilled into words. And words once spoken cannot be caged. They fly, they travel, they echo. And this is what you are experiencing: the echo of your soulmate's heart, spreading far and wide, drawing you closer to its source. God says, do not doubt what you are sensing. Do not ignore the sudden signs, the unusual confirmations, the gentle nudges you've been receiving. These are not coincidences. They are the ripples of the confession spreading. Every time you feel warmth in your chest without knowing why, every time a thought of love crosses your mind unexpectedly, every time someone speaks words that mirror what your heart longs for, these are all the signs that the confession is in motion, and you must prepare yourself. For when something spreads, it always reaches its destination. The confession is traveling, and its final stop is your heart. Your ears will hear it, your soul will feel it, and your spirit will know it. It is not a question of if, but of when. And heaven is whispering, the time is nearer than you think. Beloved soul, your story is shifting. You may have walked seasons of loneliness, wondering if love had forgotten you, wondering if prayers were unheard. But God says this confession proves that you were never forgotten. You were always being written into someone's heart. You were always being held in someone's prayers. You are always the answer waiting for release. And now the truth has come forth. This confession is not only about romance, it is about destiny. Because when God ties two souls together, their love becomes more than affection. It becomes testimony, ministry, and purpose. Your soulmate's confession spreading fast is heaven's way of preparing you to step into union. It is heaven's way of telling you that your season of wondering is over, and your season of knowing has arrived. So, lift your spirit. Do not fear the unknown. Do not resist the unfolding. Allow yourself to receive what is being revealed. For this confession is not meant to pass by you. It is meant to rest in you. It is about you and no one else. Beloved, lean in closer with your spirit. The confession that has begun to spread is not a passing whisper. It is a movement. It is like a fire that cannot be contained, and the embers are reaching hearts around you. This is why lately you may feel surrounded by reminders of love, even when you weren't searching for them. This is why songs, phrases, dreams, and moments keep pointing you in the same direction. Because God is showing you, your soulmate's heart is no longer silent about you. Their confession may have started in private, maybe in prayer, maybe in writing, maybe in the sacred silence of midnight tears, but once released, heaven picked it up. Angels carried it, Spirit amplified it, and now, everywhere you go, you are brushing against its echo. This is why you sometimes feel a warmth in your chest that has no explanation. It is their love reaching you. This is why at random hours you feel like someone is thinking of you. It is them, pouring their confession into the atmosphere. It is why you dream dreams that feel too real, too personal, too intentional, because the confession is aligning your subconscious with theirs. Beloved soul, you must know, when God allows a confession to spread, it is not to embarrass, not to expose, but to prepare. The spreading is preparation. It is God's way of softening your heart, awakening your spirit, and aligning your steps. You are being drawn closer, not by force, but by recognition. When the words finally reach you clearly, your heart will already know it, because you have been sensing it in whispers long before. Think of this. How many times have you wondered if love was real for you? How many nights have you questioned whether someone could truly carry your soul in their heart? And yet, here is heaven's answer. Not only does your soulmate carry you, but their love is so heavy it has spilled into confession, and their confession is so powerful it is spreading fast. This means you are not only loved, you are cherished so deeply that their soul could not keep silent. And do you know why God allowed this confession to move so quickly? Because your spirit needed assurance. You have walked through seasons where doubt tried to bury you. You have endured voices that told you love was not for you. You have fought with loneliness that tried to convince you that your prayers were too small to be answered. But heaven says, your soulmate's confession is the evidence that you are not only seen, you are chosen. This confession is not weak, not fragile, not temporary. It is anchored in something deeper than human desire. It is anchored in the covenant God wrote. That is why as it spreads, it carries weight. People can feel it even if they do not understand it. Those who hear of it are touched, because they are witnessing destiny unfolding. Beloved, the spreading of this confession is also protection. Yes, protection. Because when something is spoken out into the world, it gains witnesses. And when heaven desires to guard what belongs to you, he ensures that it is not kept in the shadows where the enemy can twist it. By allowing the confession to spread, God has placed light on it, and what is in the light cannot be stolen, cannot be corrupted, cannot be denied. So you must not fear. You must not shrink back and wonder, what if this is too good to be true? No. God is saying, this is as true as the breath in your lungs, as certain as the rising of the sun. Your soulmate's words are not empty. They are filled with the force of destiny. And that destiny has your name written upon it. Now think of how extraordinary this moment is. Somewhere, right now, your soulmate is carrying thoughts of you that are so intense, they can no longer keep them hidden. Their friends may notice it in the way they speak. Their family may sense it in the way they glow. Strangers may notice a shift in their spirit. Why? Because love, when ordained by God, shines. It cannot be hidden. It reveals itself even without words. But here is the beauty. You are not just a receiver of this confession. You are a participant. Heaven is asking you to open yourself fully, to let go of the fears that keep you guarded, to trust that what is spreading has been purified by God's timing. For too long, you have been prepared for disappointment, ready for heartbreak, braced for silence. But now God is saying, brace yourself for love. This confession is already shaping your future. You may not yet have heard the words from their lips, but you are living in the vibration of it. Every step you take from this point forward is part of the unfolding. Every choice, every shift, every door opening is leading you closer to alignment. And as you walk this path, remember, love is not chasing you down by accident. Love is finding you because God commanded it to. So lift your head, beloved. Dry your tears, straighten your shoulders. Your story is no longer hidden. Your soulmate's confession is traveling across realms, reaching you, pulling you, wrapping you in divine preparation. It is about you. It always has been about you, and nothing can change that truth. Beloved soul, it is a prophecy manifesting. It is as though God Himself has taken a pen and is writing their love across the sky, making it visible so that no one, not even you, can deny it anymore. Your soulmate tried to hold back. They thought perhaps silence would protect them. They thought keeping it buried might shield their heart. But love that is divine cannot be caged. Love that God ordains cannot remain in shadows. And so their confession broke through. It spilled out like water pressing against a dam, unstoppable, overflowing, undeniable. And now that flood has reached the world around you. Do not mistake this for ordinary attention. No, beloved, this is not the kind of love people stumble upon in fleeting moments. This is not infatuation. This is not obsession. This is ordained. And because it is ordained, heaven will not allow it to remain quiet. Their confession is spreading, not to embarrass them, not to overwhelm you, but to announce, God has written your love story, and it has begun. Think of how God works. When He wanted the world to know of His Son, He announced it with a star. When He wanted the sea to part, He used a wind so strong the waves obeyed. And now, when He wants you to know of your soulmate's love, He is announcing it through confession spreading like wildfire. Do you see it? Do you feel it? This is the same God who orchestrates galaxies, orchestrating your union. Your soulmate's confession is not a rumor. It is revelation, and revelation has a purpose. It awakens the soul it is meant for. That means you. Every echo of their words is a gentle knock on the door of your heart. Every spreading whisper is an invitation for you to open your spirit and receive what has always been waiting. Beloved, God says, you are ready now. That is why this is happening at this time. Not years ago, not months ago, not in a distant future, but now. You have been through the fires of growth. You have walked the valleys of tears. You have stood in the storms of loneliness. And all along, God was shaping you, polishing you, refining you. Why? Because when the confession of your soulmate reached you, He wanted you to be ready to hold it, nurture it, and never doubt it. Do you realize what this means? You were not waiting in vain. Your nights of questioning were not wasted. Your prayers whispered when no one saw were not ignored. They were planting seeds, seeds that have now bloomed into the very confession that is spreading so quickly. You sowed with tears, beloved, and now you are reaping with joy. But let us look deeper. When a confession spreads, it begins to touch the spiritual realm as well. It means that not only people are hearing of it, but spirits are taking notice. Angels rejoice because they know heaven's plan is being revealed. The enemy trembles because he knows his attempts to isolate you have failed. Darkness tries to resist, but light always wins. This is why the confession carries such force. It is not just human emotion. It is divine declaration, and hear this clearly. No one can stop what God has released. No voice can silence it. No hand can erase it. No scheme can destroy it. Once the confession of your soulmate left their heart and was placed in the hands of heaven, it became eternal. It became unstoppable. And now it is rushing toward you like waves to the shore. Imagine this wave washing over you, beloved. A tide of love so pure that it cannot be polluted. Current so strong that it cannot be redirected. This is what is approaching you. The fullness of your soulmate's heart. No longer hidden, no longer uncertain, no longer restrained. And when it reaches you, it will not come in fragments. It will come in wholeness, overflowing, undeniable. God says, prepare yourself, for you will not only hear their confession, you will feel it. You will live in it. You will be surrounded by it. Every step you take will be colored by the truth of it. Every morning you wake will carry its sweetness. Every night you rest will echo with its assurance. Beloved, the confession is not just about love, it is about identity. Because in their words you will hear who you are. You will hear that you are chosen, that you are cherished, that you are treasured beyond measure. And this too is why it is spreading, so that you will never again believe the lies that said you were unworthy. Heaven is declaring through your soulmate's love that you are everything God created you to be. Worthy, beautiful, irreplaceable. Do you see the shift now? The spreading of this confession is the beginning of your unveiling. You are stepping out of the shadows of doubt and into the light of destiny. You are moving from wondering if to knowing that. You are crossing from hoping someday into realizing today. And all of this because heaven allowed a heart to overflow, and that overflow has reached you. So walk forward with courage. Do not hide from it. Do not shrink from it. Let your soul open wide, because the confession that is spreading is not just theirs. It is also yours. It belongs to your story, your journey, your destiny. And God says, receive it, for it is about you and no one else. Beloved soul, it is the sound of heaven itself affirming that love, true love, ordained by God, has found its way to you. You may feel anticipation rising in your chest. You may sense excitement mingled with awe. That is because your spirit is recognizing the truth that has long been whispered to you. You are the one they have been speaking of, praying for, and longing for. And now their words are moving swiftly, reaching hearts, crossing distances, breaking barriers, and aligning circumstances, all for you. Do not underestimate the significance of what is unfolding. This confession, spreading like wildfire, is part of a divine symphony. Every beat of your soulmate's heart, every tear they have cried in longing, every prayer they have whispered in silence, all of it has culminated in this moment of revelation. And the universe is echoing it back to you. Beloved, God says you are not late, you are not too early, you are right on time. Every experience you have endured, every season of waiting, every moment of doubt and loneliness has been necessary preparation. The confession spreading now is the signal that your time of knowing, receiving, and rejoicing has arrived. You have been ready all along, even when you didn't realize it. Feel it deeply. The love that is coming to you is unstoppable, undeniable, and unwavering. It is no longer a distant hope or a dream hidden in the corners of your heart. It is alive. It is present. It is moving toward you, spreading through realms both seen and unseen, touching people, situations, and spirits, all to align you with what has always belonged to you. This is the moment for your heart to open fully. Do not close yourself to the overflowing grace of God's plan. Do not shrink from the truth that is now undeniable. Your soulmate's confession is spreading because it is time for you to step into recognition. Time for you to stand in the light of destiny. Time for you to embrace a love that is pure, intentional, and eternal. God says, when you receive this confession, let it fill every part of you. Allow it to heal the scars of past disappointment. Let it wash away the doubts that tried to linger in your mind. Let it remind you that you are worthy, cherished, and deeply loved, not because of what you have done, but because of who you are, as seen through God's eyes and reflected in the heart of your soulmate. Beloved, the confession that is spreading fast is also a call to faith. It asks you to trust what you cannot yet see fully, to believe in the heart that speaks, even when it has not spoken directly to you, to recognize the force of destiny moving in the invisible realm, shaping reality so that it meets your eyes and your soul at exactly the right time. Every whisper you hear, every sign that appears, every moment that seems too precise to be coincidence, it is part of the divine choreography. Your soulmate's confession has ignited movement, and you are part of that movement. You are the reason it spreads. You are the reason heaven bends time, shifts circumstances, and orchestrates the perfect convergence of hearts. Do you feel it now? The rush of destiny? The vibration of love reaching your soul? The assurance that what has been hidden is finally being revealed? This is not ordinary. This is not fleeting. This is eternal love, unfolding exactly as God planned, in ways that touch your spirit, affirm your worth, and confirm your place in someone's heart. Your soulmate's heart. Beloved, heaven says you are chosen. You are loved. You are the reason this confession spreads. And as it continues to spread, know this: it will bring clarity, it will bring alignment, and it will bring peace. You will understand without doubt that love is real, that your soulmate is real, and that the union written in heaven is now moving toward completion. This is the moment to receive fully. This is the time to trust completely. This is the season to rejoice openly, because what has begun to spread will not stop until you have felt its fullness. And when that happens, your heart will recognize what your mind may not yet fully grasp: that love, divine and destined, has found its home in you. Beloved soul, lift your spirit. Celebrate silently if you must, or out loud if you can. For the confession that is spreading fast is about you, and heaven rejoices because the one who has been waiting, praying, and longing is finally reaching out, and you are finally ready to receive. So step forward with courage, with faith, and with expectancy. Open your heart fully. Receive the confession that has traveled through prayers, tears, and whispers. Know that it is about you. Know that you are the reason it spreads. Know that love has found its way, and nothing in this world or beyond can change it. Beloved, rejoice. Rejoice in the truth. Rejoice in the timing. Rejoice in the certainty. Your soulmate's confession is here. It is spreading, and it is about you. And heaven smiles because at last you know, you see, and you feel. Love has arrived. Destiny is unfolding, and your story is being written in the most beautiful way imaginable.